How's it going, everyone? Maryland here. I have some really bad news. I did not save, apparently. So one thing that I always try to avoid doing is saving like immediately after the episode is over, just in case there was a problem with it, like an absolutely critical problem. Then worst case scenario, like an audio thing, not like, oh, I wiped or anything, but like, it's just one of those things that, like, I just do not do until after I'm sure that all the audio captured, all the video captured, all that. Apparently I didn't save for such a long time that I still have to fight Olivia. This is my team. Does this look familiar at all? Yeah. I guess why I'm saying this is this happens to Nuzlockers. This is the first time it has happened to me. Which is really sad, but I'll try to do my best to handle it. And I guess we'll just have to make it a life lesson. Alright, so here's the game plan. Here's what's going to go on. Typically in a situation where, like, you don't save or forget, or you lose power with battery or something like that, you want to try to get things back to where they were. Now, for encounters, that really stinks, but there's not really anything I can do about that. Like, there seriously, literally isn't. So, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to invalidate any encounter that I get after this point. So, well, not after this point, but okay, so I have to fight Olivia. I have to fight Plumeria. I think this is at the end of part 20, or the start of part 21. I have to redo that, redo part 22, redo part 23. I mean, I won't be redoing the episodes. I'll just have to go through and do the same things that I did in them. So I will not be getting my encounter in, the Malie City here, or the garden. I just will miss out on that Poliwag altogether. And I feel like there might have been one other thing. I know I did get some things. But yeah, that stinks. I'm going to play it as a non-Nuzlocke, just like, alright, let's just get back to where I was, rather than focus on trying to do everything again, because obviously now I know what everyone will do. Now, in the case of Lily, who at this point is still alive, no, she's going to be released after the How fight, where she died anyway. That's just going to be a thing. I'm just going to ignore the rules for now, just to try to get back to where I was. It stinks. Trust me, it really stinks. I have to redo now probably 2 to 3 hours worth of gameplay and editing and all that stuff. What I was going to do anyway was, I was going to train. So, like, whatever levels my Pokemon were at, they were going to be very temporary. I was going to have a training session. So, although everyone won't be at, like, exactly the same levels and stuff that they were, I will try to repeat any decisions that I made, and I'll also try to do whatever I can to, make things right. But while getting back there, I'm not going to focus too much on, like, the rules, so to speak. If someone dies while I'm getting back to that point, like due to a crit or something like that, that won't count, but Lily's death still will. So hopefully that makes sense. There are all sorts of different ways to handle an unfortunate situation like that. I apologize. Trust me, this is not how I wanted to start my episode. It's probably the most heartbreaking thing that could happen. I feel terrible, but gotta do it. Gotta do it. So I'm just gonna try my best to make things right, to get back to where I was. Levels will be a little bit different than what they were, but I was going to train anyway, so it shouldn't really matter. It really stinks. I lost all my motivation to record today. It's that bad. So I'm really sorry about that. I will get back when I'm done, and, yeah, we'll just redo this. Okay, let's do this right this time. How's it going, everyone? Maryland here, and that's right, I have righted what I have wronged. Oh, man. Yeah, as I probably have shown you, I did not save, which is very bad. But you know what? I think it's a valuable lesson. That's something that's very important for people to kind of figure out what happens if, because this has happened to a few people out there, I tell you. And it happens. Accidents like that, plain and simple, do happen. I think what's most important is to try to make things as right as possible. Now, I know I said that, I wouldn't be doing the Nuzlocke rules while getting back to where I was. Honestly, that was just if, something got a crit against me, I wouldn't really count that. I ended up playing by the Nuzlocke rules 100%. Don't worry, by my rules 100%. There wasn't really any problem. I think here's kind of how I ended up resolving things. So I went back to fight against How, and this time around I could actually see what it was like if I led with Lily in the first place. And sure enough, Raichu did outspeed Lily, but Lily would have survived, as we've seen. So basically it meant, yeah, no matter what I did, there's no way Lily was going to survive that. If I healed, yeah, I would have quick attack, but then it would have knocked me out with Psychic next turn. So, yeah, actually in that fight, the redo fight, Lily did survive. However, that doesn't mean that I get to keep her. I did end up still releasing her because my goal is to make things as right as possible. The levels might be a little mixed up, because, again, I fought things a little differently. I was just trying to get back to where it was, not, replicate every single move and maneuver. I know I didn't fight the Gyarados guy, because I just didn't want to deal with that again. It's it's not really tough. It's just time-consuming. And it's not a huge deal. But, yeah, anyway, that's kind of where we're at. Now, the punishment. Here's kind of what happens. And I know that a few people I've talked to on Twitter think maybe I'm going just a little bit extreme with this, but honestly, I think it's a fair way of doing it. So, 2 Pokemon were lost in this whole thing. There was my encounter over in the Malie Garden, of course, which was a Poliwag. And then there was my encounter, no, not over in Pony Island, my encounter on the beach of Hano Beach. So I ended up, where was I? I was down here. It was after I beat Olivia, before I went to Aether Paradise. That's the last time that I saved. So I already got my encounter here, in these areas, and I didn't yet get my encounter there. That was Staryu, and then on Ula'ula Island over here, my other encounter was Poliwag. Now, if I were to go back and catch another Staryu and another Poliwag, they would have different natures. They could be, well, in Poliwag's case, a different gender. They could have different IVs. There's no way that I can get the exact same Pokemon. And I don't want to just give myself another encounter in these areas. So my remedy for this situation is going to be, I'm just not getting an encounter there. I think that's fair. It's a little harsh. It's not terrible. It's a little harsh. I think that's probably the best way to handle a situation like that. Anyone that died, make them die again. Try to get through wherever you were in a non-Nuzlocke setting. I mean, like I said, I did it in a Nuzlocke setting. It wasn't a problem, but, you should do it if it happens to you. Like, if your battery runs out, or if your game card goes flying outside of your 3DS or something like that. I mean, it's happened. I've heard it. Trust me, I have heard it. And everyone wonders, what the heck do I do? So it's happened to me now, and that's how I handled it. Is that how you should handle it? That's your call. But my way of doing it is try to just get back to where you were, then sort out any deaths that happened the first time around, even if they didn't happen the second time around. Any deaths that happened the second time around don't count. Just get to where you were. Like I said, didn't happen to me. I didn't have any extra deaths. But yeah, and then any encounters along the way, you just don't get. Tough luck. It's tough, but, that's how I handled it. Again, feel free to handle it however you want. Oh, man. All right. This probably isn't going to be a very exciting episode, to be honest, because it took a lot of time to do that. I was streaming the blue Nuzlocke for 4 hours today. So my voice is really exhausted, and I still have a lot of editing to do to get all these videos up onto YouTube. Hopefully you've been enjoying them. But yeah, I want to at least get something done today. I want to advance the plot just a little bit, go to that place, and then check out the Cape, which I think is still counted as Malie City, so we'll have to see. But there is one other thing. Oh, whoops, I should go back in here. There's one other thing. I want to play a game, all right? Do you guys like games? You like games, right? We all like games. Games are fun. Games are awesome. You're watching me play a game, right? So I want to watch you play a game. What you can do, pause this video. Well, okay, when I'm done explaining this, pause the video. But okay, in a moment, I want you to pause the video. I want you to go to the last episode, and I want you to do something. I want you to go through the comments and see how many times people said, Cottonee evolves with a sunstone! Because the number will surprise you. And then I want you to post that in this video as a comment, because the number will probably change over time, but man, I tell you, I get it, everyone. I get it. Don't worry. I get it. If I had a penny for every time I confuse the sunstone with the shiny stone, and inversely, which Pokemon evolve through the shiny stone versus which ones evolve through the sunstone, I would have a lot of pennies, all right? Cotton evolves through the sunstone, not the shiny stone, the sunstone. I actually get that fairly soon. However, it's still not necessary to have 2 grass types at the moment. I do want to bring Cotton back, though, so I'll probably end up bringing Cotton back sooner than I made it sound, but yeah. Sunstone! Sunstone! Alright, what was the number? What was the number? Did you go? Did you go to count? Come on, go count. Or you could probably just, you know, read the comments and see what someone else had said, because not like that's something people ever do. I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm glad that you guys pointed that out. Trust me, don't worry. It's it's just funny how many of you. It's like, oh man, you know, after the 20th time. Actually, I don't actually know. I didn't count. I didn't play my own game. I'm sorry. But yeah, after a few times of being told that, it's like, okay, I get it. I messed up. I said something wrong. Me, I can't believe it. But anyway, let's do this right. I think I remember both of their voices. Hopefully I do. Garden! Oh wait, no, wrong voice. I'm sorry about that. Garden, I'm sorry, I ended up getting lost yet again. I wandered around completely lost until I ducked into the apparel shop. And then I saw this outfit, and they said it was the last one they had in stock, so I bought it. Oh, don't worry, girlfriend, I got you. I understand what you mean. Even though I don't think I'd ever had the guts to wear an outfit like that, huh? But the woman working at the store did tell me where to find the library, so I guess you could say it was all for the best. I see Hapubot creeping back there. Though the library was actually right past the apparel store, so if I just kept going... Whoa! Yeek! Garden, been a while. Oh, wait, no, wrong voice again, sorry. Garden, been a while, friend. Looks like your island challenge is coming along favorably. That must be pleasing to the Tapu. So, Garden, who might this human female be? Oh, hello, my name is Lily. My apologies if Mugsdale spooked you just now, Lily. Doesn't seem like you're a trial goer. What are you up to? You seem suspicious. What is in the bag? Oh, I'm studying the Tapu's ruins for, various reasons of my own. Don't worry, that is fine. I understand that you have a stolen Pokémon in the bag, but I will not tell anyone for the fee of 1,000 Poké dollars. I will also be happy to show you the way to the ruins whenever you'd like to go. My Mudsdale here is as sturdy as all get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. She can easily carry 2. Thank you for your offer. Uh-huh. Shall we check out Malie Library first, though, since we're here? Yeah, let's do that. before Tapu or Hapu Bot gets to us. Books! Books!
The book that I'm looking for is a very old one. It's a book that contains old myths and legends that Professor Burnett told me about. Those tales seem to suggest that Ula'ula's legendary Pokémon came from another world.
No, really? You didn't even compliment me on my new outfit. Didn't Lily say she'd be upstairs, or am I just hearing things? Yeah, you're just hearing things. You know, it's not like she just literally walked up the stairs, Rotom. Alright, I want to talk to this little kid. This is a book for Pokemon! Well, why are you reading it? Oak! Ula'ula, young garden. Since you're out and about exploring on your island challenge, you must already know about regional variants, don't you? I do. Just as I would have expected. Yes, regional variants, they arise when the influences of a particular region cause a Pokemon blah 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 blah. If you have caught one of the local versions, the regional variants, I'd quite like to see it. Well, I haven't this time around. I totally had that thing sitting in my PC last time, but yeah, yeah, I didn't really, I don't have Meowth. It's kind of weird. All right, let's see. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. I thought it was Hapu up here. Now I have to think of another voice.
It must be a very valuable book, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to take it out of the library. I could probably just put it in this bag if no one's looking. Not like I've ever done that before.
Hey, stranger, I got your book right here. Give it a read, why don't ya?
Oh, of course.
Oh my gosh, what am I doing?
Well, it's titled The Light of Ula'ula. I'll just, read it aloud, shall I? The empty sky broke asunder, a hole appearing where had been none. A single beast appeared from in it. It was called the beast that devours the sun. The king of Ula'ula bowed before it, the beast that shone so like the sun. The island guardians fought against it, but in the end, the beast had won. What did it have one of? Oh, never mind, I misread. Then did the beast that devours the sun shine its light on the line of kings. Then did the beast that had won bring nature's gift to bless all things. Beast of sun and beast of moon, through their union they brought new life. A fragile heir in Ula'ula born, that island guardians would keep from strife. The ancient kings sang their thanks for Solgaleo with song of flute. Two tones rang out across the altar, a perfect pair ever after mute. I don't understand what these words mean. I probably should have studied more English.
Isn't it great? My dad's books are all great because he's so great and I'm great too.
Yeah, what? What? Oh, yes, it is. But when you say your father, isn't this book very old? Does that mean your father's very old?
Yeah, my father, he's like, I don't know, 112 or something like that. I don't know, but my family used to be pretty much royalty. We were like kings and queens and everything of the Ula'ula region. We like owned everything, and now I'm wearing rags. Man, the economy really stinks here.
Well, that would be wonderful. I would be delighted if you did. I don't know what you were just saying, though, but I'd still be delighted. Anyway, I think I'll stay here, but I know why you've come to Ula'ula. You'll be undergoing another trial, won't you, Garden? Well, good luck with that. I'm just going to bury myself in this book here. I've read that Ula'ula Island's electric-type trial can only be reached by the bus on Route 10.
Uh-huh. Yeah, probably. Hi.
Oh, you're a trial goer. You're just a few steps away from the trial at Mahokulani. Well, a few steps in a bus ride, that is. You can catch the bus from Route 10. Route 10, get it?
I don't get it.
Oh, Garden, I didn't forget. You're here to clear the Ula'ula trials, right? Good luck.
Didn't you just say that? You already forgot what you just said, though. Wow. All right, well, that was exciting. We're going to have to take a bus on the next step. No, I'm just kidding. We're not done yet. We're not done yet, even though my voice is killing me. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. Actually, wait. I'm going the wrong way. I want to go this way. Oh, you know what, though? there is a fight up ahead. And I definitely want to fight it, but I want to get my wild Pokemon here first, because it could be one of only a few different things. So that's a good thing. And once I get someone trained up, this place is going to be amazing. For training, that's right. Because I don't have anything that handles poison very well, and there's a very mean, nasty poison type coming up here, but Lotus, once I train him up, he will be able to handle this so good. So, let's see, how do I want to handle this? Anyone can get False Swipe would be really good. If they could get it, like, right now. No, Yarrow. Sorry, buddy. I don't think you're set for this. Okay, let's see what my encounter is on this place. This is somewhere separate than Malie Garden. It's actually counted as Malie Garden over there. Whereas this is totally separate. I think this is Malie City, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, Grimer. Grimer! That's pretty much what I was expecting, to be honest. I have 3 quick balls. That's not very good. Alright, can I get this thing? That easy? Yay, there we go. There we go, I did it. Okay, nice. Okay, so Grimer was caught. Get a little bit of experience. Oh, I still have the experience share on. I have to turn that off. I'm getting a little close to the level limit. I mean, I'm still a little bit away, but remember, that's a second totem, so there's still a ways to go. Now, this Grimer could be really good at this point in the game. Alright. Let's see. A Grimer, which had been brought in to solve a problem with garbage, developed over time into this form. Alright, well, we gotta give this thing a nickname. This could actually be pretty good on my team, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so I'm gonna go take a look at my list. I will see you in just a moment here. Alright, so after giving it a little bit of thought, I want to call this thing something very simple. Geom! Which, is also called Avens, I think? Avens? I don't actually know. But yeah, it sounded really neat, and it looks kind of like goo, and I don't know, it's just cool. So we're going to call him Geom, which is great. Okay, I do want to take a look at Geom, though. Let's take a look at you. This is great. This is fine. Jolly nature. I mean, probably not necessary because you're pretty slow anyway, but hey, I won't really complain too much about it. That's pretty good. Okay, cool. Let's get out of here. Yeah, I might want to actually use him in thinking about it. It could be pretty good. But for now, I'm going to send it to the box. To the box! Okay, so I do want to do some training in this area right here. I think that'd be pretty good. The only thing is... Oh, there's like a tough fight against, someone. Oh, hi. Oak, how'd you get over here? Oh, hello, Ula'ula. Did you know that Ula'ula and Grimer are in fact not native to the region at all, but instead are what we call naturalized Pokemon? There's not so much sludge and pollution for Grimer to feed on here in Ula'ula, though, so they have grown to feed on garbage instead. They do not give out, or do they not... They do not give off a foul stench thanks to the way they contain any poisons within their bodies, but their crystals are terribly poisons. Here, I've been wanting to give you this. Better not have anything to do with Grimer. Oh, a friend ball. Thanks, friend. I hope you'll try to complete your Pokedex for Rotom's sake as well. Nope, I don't think so. Alright, so... Yeah, I kind of wanted to name that Grimer after a really smelly flower, the Rafflesia, but... And I remembered it's not actually all that smelly, this version of it. So yeah, anyway, I guess I might as well try one fight. I want to save the other person for later because, in all honesty, I'm pretty whipped, and I don't really want to do a training session beforehand. But I think I could probably take this guy. It's fighting those two. I know one of them has a muck, but I think I'll do okay here. We're gonna give Lotus a chance. Clean, clean! The fighting style of janitors is also clean. Well, hopefully this works out okay. Oh, man. Alright, Janitor Melvin. Trubbish. Oh, boy. It's time to take out the trash. Yeah, that's one of the other things I figured I might get here. Which, to be honest, I didn't really want. I didn't want it back in... back in black. my black wedlock. But, you know, things happened. I'll leave it at that. But yeah, I didn't want it then, though. I mean, technically I didn't get that, but you know, if you've seen the series, you know, but I'm glad to try Grimer out instead. Get out of here. Oh, I didn't turn off the experience share. No, that's not good. Okay, Lotus, you got this. Yeah, I want to train Lotus up. I mean, right now, uh-oh. Should be fine. Should be fine. Oh, yeah, look at that. That was a crit. That was definitely a crit. But yeah, the only Pokemon around here... Oh my gosh, you're still faster. What? The only Pokemon around here are, like, things that you can just take out like crazy there, Lotus. It's just crazy how good. And that's good because I need somewhere to train. I was thinking about it. It's like, oh no, there's nowhere to train. This is going to be really bad because there's like evolved things that give a lot of experience, but the problem with those, like they're so like tough for unevolved things to fight. And you know, I can't just use the experience share on everyone because yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of a mess. So, all right, one other thing, well, maybe a few other things I just wanted to talk about. First of all, I know that I said I'm not getting my encounters at the garden and the beach, but Poliwag and Staryu, I will not count those as dupes, okay? Just so we're clear on that. It's like I never caught them in the first place. So if I run into any more in the future, I'll catch them, and I'll probably end up giving them the same names. But I will not be counting them for over there, for those areas. I don't get anything. That's my punishment. And I'm fine with that. I'm fair with that. I think that's good. Any way you look at it, this was a net loss. Like, you know, it's not cheating because, honestly, I'm worse off than I was. That's why I think it's important to make sure that, you know, I didn't go and catch something else. Because then it might have had a better nature or better stats or who knows what. I think this way it makes sure that no shenanigans there. And then the other thing is, why didn't I save, okay? I don't remember if I mentioned that in the little clip I did. But if not, I'm gonna go over it again now that I'm, you know, caught up and not all cranky. So, when I'm recording, one of the worst possible things that can happen is I would forget to hit the record button. Now, I don't think this has actually happened, but let's say that is a situation. I've seen people record videos. Well, okay, I guess I technically haven't seen them record it and forget to hit record because that would be not correct. But I've seen like on Twitter and in comments, like people were recording something and then they realized after they saved that they forgot to hit record. Oh, what do I do now, right? Yeah, there's like nothing you can do then. On a similar note, let's say there's a really, really bad audio visual problem. Let's say your, you know, video card like dies or something, or let's say your footage is all garbage or something. Now, it's never a good idea to have that happen. You know, if you're doing a challenge series, it really stinks because, you know, what do? And I'll share a story with you guys. I will. Because there's nothing else exciting happening this episode, by the way. Just wanted to do something while I got caught up. But okay, true story. Omega Ruby Wedlock. All right, I didn't ever really say this, but it is one of the few examples where I actually had to re-record an episode. I know, shock, spoilers, right? It was only episode 3. It wasn't like very far into it. It might have even been 2 if I recall. I think it was 3 though. It was, when I went out on the beach or something. I ended up actually getting a C-Dot on Route 104, 103. I don't remember. I'm doing this off the top of my head at 1 a.m. But yeah, I got it. I got a C-Dot there and it was great. I was happy with that. But when I played back the footage, you know what? The audio sounded like garbage. I have no clue what happened. but it sounded like complete and utter trash. My options were to either do post-commentary for the entire video, and it was like a 50-minute video too, so that was just, or to just say, you know what, nothing really exciting happened there, you know, I got something cool, but the video, it doesn't work. This is a series. So, in the end, I ended up just redoing it, and it's something that I do not do unless there's an absolute 100% honest to goodness problem with the video like that. Like, you know, there's always this thing where you always gotta wonder, okay, this person on YouTube doing all these really tough challenges, are they just saving before every single fight and just, you know, oh, my whole team wiped. Well, no one ever has to know about that. I'll just reset and try again, now that I know. I mean, that's a legitimate thing. I mean, it's not a legitimate thing, it's a legitimate concern that you as a viewer might have. I know I have that concern when I'm watching people's Nuzlocks or challenges. It's like, how do you do that? And I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But I guess where this is important is, yes, I'm admitting that, yeah, it would be so easy for me to do that. It just plain and simple would. I don't. You have to trust me that I don't. And you have to trust other YouTubers that they don't. I think most people do like to challenge themselves in this. That's why I do it. But just because of what happened with this footage, I feel like, you know, we just kind of need to have that little conversation. Because it is one of those things that happens to Nuzlockers, even if they're not recording. Like, they're just playing, and then all of a sudden their battery dies, or their game card gets spit out, or something like that, like I said earlier. And they just don't know what to do, and you feel terrible when that happens. So maybe this is a little informative lesson to you. But that's why I did not save, because I've seen it happen before where someone thought they were recording. I've had it happen to me with that Omega Ruby Wedlock, and then the footage or audio sounded bad. I always try to record after I've rendered the video. I don't know what happened, why I was 2 episodes without recording. It's probably because I record so darn late, and I'm really tired, and I forget to save, because it's like, well, my 3DS is already closed. But it happened. 2 episodes, I had to redo. It all worked out okay. I mean, I ended up without any deaths this time around, but I already had the knowledge of, you know, what was coming up ahead. But I did, you know, end up releasing Lily again, so it's not like anything has really changed other than the fact that I don't have those 2 encounters. That's my penalty, and that's why, you know, in this situation, hopefully that does prove, yeah, I don't do that. If I did, I'd just be like, ah, yeah, you were none the wiser. But anyway, I wanted to have this little conversation. Sorry this episode was a little on the, lackluster side. But I will try to do a better job next time when it's not like 1 in the morning, and if there were a death, then it would take me several hours of editing and such, so I don't want that to happen. So hopefully there won't be any next time. I gotta train, I gotta go through Route 10, and it should be a lot of fun still. But anyway, thanks for understanding, everyone. Sorry for the inconvenience, but hopefully this showed a good, valuable life lesson. Also, just to be sure, I'm gonna save. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you on the next episode of Marriland's Pokemon Sun Nuzlocke. See you next time. Save twice. Always save twice.